Wagwan, people, my inquisitive crew. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta's reunion show, the final part. And let's just start off with this trash bag right here, Courtney, because I just think she is so disgusting and should not be invited back whatsoever. How is she out here speaking on Drew's kids? Like, she is damn well bang out of order. And, you know, she's really going hard for her play cousin, her kissing cousin, more like, because I would have asked Agwan over here. She's too much. She's just doing too much, and I was not impressed with her. And Sheree was another one who was doing a bit too much. What happened to Miss Peacemaker Sheree? She's gone back to being a bone carrier because those receipts just somehow miraculously appeared at your doorstep. Yeah, we're supposed to believe this nonsense when you live in most likely a gated mansion. And I'm sure you've got cameras all over the place. So what are you talking about? It sounds to me like Ralph got that to you via Courtney, and them two are definitely behind it. We know that Courtney came on as Sheree's friend, so clearly she knows exactly where she lives. So you can't convince me otherwise. I believe them two were behind that nonsense for sure. Now, back to Courtney again. I mean, look at this scene here. Just the way she was going on. I'm like, no, these two are highly inappropriate. There's something's not right here. Like I say, kissing cousins. And she was originally from Tampa. And I'm pretty sure even Drew is having some thoughts about that now. Look at this. She tweeted out she's intrigued on how Courtney is having Ralph back. And that they're so close now, you know, it kind of makes sense that she lives in Tampa. I was like, think about that, yeah. And obviously Kenya's also throwing shade about the fact that, you know, she spoke on Drew's kids, and she also spoke on, you know, the whole so-called gay lesbian affair like it was a slur. But I just feel like Courtney is really disgusting. The fact that she kind of went on like that and backing the man that she only met 5 minutes ago, it's very bottom barrel behaviour. I just don't understand it. And she really annoyed me when she was trying to shut the door in Drew's sister's face, because I just thought she was out of order. And obviously Drew's sister's probably going to hold it down, because if she pops her in her face, they're probably going to say, oh, she's got mental health issues or something like that. So I'm just sure she's held it down for some of those reasons. But no, Courtney needs to pull herself together and mind her own Ross business. Now, Kenya and Sanya got into their own little back and forth, but they squashed that pretty quickly, which was good. But I did like that at least Kenya did let Sanya know that actually, she does wish her the best. And obviously, you know, there was no kind of ill intent. So that was good that got cleared. Now, Candy and Marlo have their own sort of stuff going on, of course, as we know, and had their own back and forth. And I'm glad that Candy let Marlo know that she thinks she's just being jealous of her. Because watching a show, that's what it does give. It gives kind of like, you know, jealous of her. But at this point, I'm over it. I'm just over all of that. Now, on to Kenya. I just want to say that I think it's wonderful that she wants to adopt. I think that's lovely. And I'm sure that the idea of dealing with Mark over again with another child must have helped push that decision, because look how he's been making demands and longing out this whole divorce process. So I'm sure she just wants to be done with him. Now, when Ralph came out, I must say I felt a bit sorry for Drew. I mean, they both seem like they are caught up in lies here and there, you know, but I felt like you can see visibly that Drew is upset. But this man is something else. This peanut-headed man, I don't understand what his problem is, but to me, he's a complete arse. And I was actually glad when Kenya tried to kind of calmly check him about his behaviour and how disgusting it is and how he's just really unsupportive. I mean, we saw him get caught in a lie on TV when he tried to say he didn't go down to audition for this, you know, Chocolate City thing in Las Vegas. And Candy lets it be known that she spoke to the guy. And yes, he was down to audition. So I just think he just has a really weird attitude. He gives jealous vibes, like, what's your problem? He gives jealous vibes of his wife. And I was very much of the opinion, like, what are you doing here? Because, yes, you are definitely feeding Courtney foolishness. And clearly she's coming out with saying things that only, you know, you could have told her, like Kenya said to you. So what does that say about you, man? I mean, it's a hot mess, really is. And I don't believe that he's really been faithful to her. And clearly what I thought was interesting is that during this whole situation, you got Drew actually finally opening up a little bit about the true state of their relationship and the fact that he's been playing her face for years and things like that. So, you know, I did feel for her. I felt a bit for her in the sense that he tried to gaslight her and say, oh, well, you're just acting now. And it's like, well, you could clearly see that she's visibly upset. So I just think he must do that at home quite a lot. It's just a hot mess. But, you know, when he behaved that way, I just think you're just giving little D energy with this behaviour. Like, just stop. Now, onto this Drew's assistant situation. This is not the first time we've heard some foolishness about Drew's assistants or someone working with her. And there's always some chatting going on, way too much chatting going on. So the way I look at it is people, watch people that are around you, because some people are plotting. Because people can be plotting on your demise. Do you know what I'm saying? So you just got to watch the people. You know, like that tune? What's that tune? Watch the friends where you keep. That tune. You've got to remember that one, yeah? Watch the friends that you keep. And even the people that you hire. Because this is not okay. But it did make me think, when he started gaslighting her and saying, oh, well, she's acting, I just thought, I wonder how many actresses go through this. Like, if they're having an emotional moment with their husband or their significant other or in a family, do people just turn around and be like, oh, she's acting, whatever. Like, it's just not okay, people. What the hell? Now, the ending of the show, to me, it was just Orksville. It was very awkward. You know, the fact that she's singing this song about him, to him, very performatively. And yet you could see that it was just an awkward situation. And in my head, I thought, Lord God, them still living in their house together. So them still live in their house. So by the time they go home that evening, can you imagine how chilly that house must be? It must be freezing and cold with all the energy, because you're going to have the sister Alison in there, probably cussing about Courtney, if she's still there. Then you got, Drew obviously in her feelings. And yeah, you've got him in his own little delusional world of, I'm not the bad guy and I'm being painted as a bad guy. But anyway, it is over. That's the finale. What did you guys think? Did you like it? I hope that next season is much better.